NuubCast. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus bringing you this 1v1. We are on Antigua Shipyards. Actually have this map vetoed. Bronze Knee does not like Antigua Shipyard. Antigua Shipyard. His opponent, none other than SeoulSteal in the blue Protoss. Zerg pieces. Hey, there's a cough. Welcome to NuubCast. For those who are unaware, I am Blomus, and NuubCast is all about shining the light of esports and publicity and commentating on non-pro level games. And the reason that we do that is because we believe firmly that you can have fun, educating, entertaining, income-earning games at any level. I wanted a fourth adjective and I just couldn't think of one, so I just made a strange conglomeration of sounds. It was an alien language. It was Protesian, even though they don't actually speak. They communicate telekinetically. Whatever. I'm done stretching that for far more than it is worth. Bronze Knee getting the scout on. SeoulSteal guessing right with his overlord. Gets the early scout so he can pull this drone that's down here and bring him home. This overlord's going to see, and hopefully he move. I mean, he doesn't really have to move. Protoss knows where he is, so he can just stay there. He's going to see this gas and see all the normalness of this build. Often, this is a build where Protoss will Forge Fast Expand or One Gate Expand. Probably Forge Fast Expand against a Zerg. And he may still One Gate Expand. Nope, going to get Cyber, going to get a Zealot. And close it off against potential... What is this? SeoulSteal doing the... I've seen this done before, but I've only seen it done in lower levels. Like, I even remember recently casting a game where the Zerg player, I think it was a gold or platinum level game, where the Zerg layer saw that their opponent, it was a ZVZ, saw that their opponent hatched first, and they put a macro hatch in their main on one base, and I think they ended up losing, but still, it was, I thought it was a really good idea because they were able to really get a lot of units out early and push, etc., etc. But look at this. Wow. A hatch and an expansion. This is very interesting. Usually you have to do one or the other. You get the macro, you do a one base all-in type of... Man, I'm so floored. This is a very interesting build here by SeoulSteal. But the Protoss player, Bronze Knee, which is interesting. I'm thinking like Wounded Knee. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, which is the famous book. Bronze Knee. Trying to think of a reference for the name and I'm not finding it. Bronze Knee. Don't know. But he's Protossing it up here. Doing everything normal for a normal McNormal build. It is a one gate expand. With a sentry blocking the way. Stalker out here. Putting on some aggression, but mostly just scouting. Sees the expansion, but did he see the macro hatch? Yes, he did. So he's going to know all about that. And I wonder... I mean, he could just be using this to drone up faster, which is a pretty good use. Where's he rallied to? Yeah, he's rallied. He looks like he's just using it to make drones, which is not a bad idea. But he does have both queens down at the bottom, so he must be... Okay, this is odd. Now, he's not injecting. He is injecting. He doesn't have energy to inject. Is he making a third queen? No. I'm confused. But here comes some lings, some aggression here. Gonna get a couple of probes. Now the zealot is engaging. If he micros that zealot, he can do a lot more damage. Is he gonna take a sentry? No. Just gets the shields down. And all those lings are dead. Cannon's going up for Bronze Knee. We'll complete this portion of the wall off, which is of great importance. Oh, get that other sentry on it. You'll be able to take him out. Looks like you'll be able to get him anyway. He's going in a bad direction. Probably the only direction you can go. I love that there's like always like that inch over here in the corner that you can't actually get your units to. It's just there visually, but you can't actually get there. You can't actually use it. So you think you can get away in a particular direction. Look at this, 4th hatch. 3rd base, 4th hatch. We're at 8.5 minutes. SeoulSteal finally getting a Roach Warren, getting some more gas. And I'm clicking around like a madman. The consensus, not that there's a consensus, because, you know, none of you guys comment. There's like 5 people who comment consistently, say anything about these videos, which I appreciate very much, but that's not exactly a consensus as far as the channel is concerned. So when I say the consensus on my keyboard sound is that no one cares, that means that the people who actually comment say I don't care. And here comes a DT coming into the natural and gonna do a ton of damage because the layer's finished, and all these drones are gonna come up here. Here's the Overseer. And now the DT will die. And go back home. Go to the 3rd. It's gonna scout. Good thing about DTs is you can use them. It's gonna see this 3rd now. You should just make this into an Overseer. All the Overseers are what? 100 gas, 50 gas. That's pretty cheap. Cheaper than an Observer. But he did. Let's see what else is going on over here for Mr. Bronze Knee. Multiple gates going up. A couple more just added. See the Dark Shrine. We have any kind of tech out of here. We do have Blink finished. And he is working on +1 attack. A couple of idle probes. Just one anyway. At any rate, an odd conglomeration of words. At any rate. I mean, rate is a measurement of speed. The rate is how often something occurs, or how fast. Your rate of speed. So when you say something is the case at any rate, I don't know. I'm being like semantic. My wife used to call me Captain Semantics because I would just. I'm gonna back up into the spine crawlers. I like it. Where's the Overseer? Pokety poke with the stalkers. Another Overseer. See, it's okay. The DTs can go to work on the roaches. It's not a big deal because the roaches are going to kill a ton of stalkers, and by the time that Overseer pops, did it die? Did that Overseer get killed? Yes, it did. By the time the Overseer... Ooh. That wasn't really close. Oh, back up. I guess he doesn't need to kill the Overseers now. Why doesn't he just use Blink? Why is he just kiting away? He would do so much more damage. No, see, that was a waste. Now that's a wasteful Blink. He blinked away to his reinforcements. Now he's just kiting. So when you have Blink, that's like the most inefficient use of Stalkers. There you go, Bronze Knee. There you go. There you go, big boy. That's right. Sorry. More Roaches being rallied in. SeoulSteal choosing not to make mutas at this point, since his opponent's force is made up largely of mutalisks. Roaches are the way to go for now, or maybe some hydras. There is no robo on the field as of yet for Bronze Knee. He's sticking with pure gateway units, which, and which is different from other compositions. You can do Roach Hydra against pure gateway units. Even with a lot of sentries, you can still do it as long as you focus fire. You got to take out the sentries with your Hydras and have your Zealots be taking damage. Or be using a lot of Blink Micro. Blink is the great equalizer. Double expanding for SeoulSteal, so now he has a grand total of 6 hatcheries on 5 bases. How many queens does he have? 4 queens. I can dig it. Looks like he's moving out to attack here. Oh, going to take a gold. Interesting, interesting. Zergling's coming around trying to get a run by. Force fielded off by the sentries. Very nice use of force fields. Pull those lings back. Pull them back. Pull them back. Pull them back. And now there should not be, maybe one force field left, maybe 2. And these roaches are going to be able to have a field day if they can focus the sentries. Oh, DT's coming out. No overseers in sight. DTs are going to do a lot of damage, but they can't kill everything. Focusing down the immortal. Gotta like that. But now there's cannons in the mix. SeoulSteal needs to get out of dodge because he's losing way too many units. Not a good trade. Observer, gonna see those guys. Now burrow, now burrow, now burrow. Let's see what is a happening. My wife is texting me, but I'm not going to answer it yet. Lots and lots of stalkers, couple DTs, and now apparently we're going to see some mutas on the field. I'm not sure if I like this particular decision. They're not being made yet, but they are being upgraded, so I can't imagine, unless he's getting going to go straight corruptors. Which I can't imagine why he would do that either against this composition, unless he's just assuming that there's going to be Colossus. And apparently there is, even because we did see the Immortal, so we know there's 2 Robos and a Stargate on what will be 3 bases with 6 gates, 7 gates. I don't know. It is mutas and not corruptors. Interesting, interesting, interesting. But now he is mining on this gold, mining on this base. No real drone action happening over here. A little bit, actually. That's interesting. And just really able to. I hope he makes some queens, man. He really needs to be able to inject at all these places. He does have a queens on everything. He's moving in with a huge roach army with not a ton of mutas, just a few. He's gonna have to keep those in the background. Where's he going with the mutas? He's gonna go into the mineral line. Gotta like that. These roaches. What is he trying to do? He's killing the Archon. Really doing a number on these stalkers. Gonna see some DTs warped in. Are we gonna be able to focus down any of these Colossus? He's trying very hard. He's gonna get 1. All the mutas now chasing the Colossus after doing all I want badly to go and peek. He gets both Colossus, losing the mutas. That's not a bad trade. Look, cleaned out the mining completely at this base, and now doing the same over here. Bronze Knee can't warp anything in, doesn't have enough money, and calls it quits. I mean, I wonder if Bronze Knee had seen any of this action. Because if I saw this, I would have been like, GG 10 minutes ago. Holy crap. Good game, SeoulSteal. Way to rock it. Way to rock it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are clicking away on those Google ads so that I can actually invest in this little project and maybe make it a little bit better. Love to get a new mic. That's what I'm aiming for. The Samsung C01U, I believe is what it's called. If you want to check it out, see what it's all about. As I hear Stargirl screaming in the background, I better go see what that's about. Keep climbing that ladder, guys. Enjoy. Click those links. Peace.